Guess what time it is, everyone? You guessed it, it's Mr. Goody time.
Today's video is going to be just a little bit different. I decided to buy some items from Temu. So I'm not sponsoring them. They did not sponsor me. I just took my own money and figured I would give some items a try off of Temu and to see if they actually work, if they're good quality or if it's bad quality. Because a lot of people have been saying that Temu is just a load of crap. And I decided to give it a try. Now, I ordered a lot of solar powered items. The first item is a LED floodlight. It measures in at 90 lumens of brightness. And the model number to this is DC-24. It has a 1200 milliamp hour battery. You can see that the solar panel here is about 5 inches in width and about 3 inches in height. The cord here that comes with it is about 10 feet in length, and you'll see this dome here is actually what houses the LED lights underneath. And you see right here is the LED lights. I checked, but they are not replaceable. So they are one-time use, but they say the LED lights last over 50,000 hours. So that should be pretty good. And here is a remote. The first thing you're going to want to do is to remove this plastic tab that is in the remote. That is there so the battery does not run dead while it's being stored. And then you want to read the instructions. You want to educate yourself on the item you just bought if you have any questions. But I will run you through the setup on how to put this together. There is a bag of screws and a hanging fixture that goes onto the lamp itself. There are holes on each side, and it just pushes in on each side, and then you can hang your light up. And it's as easy as that. Now, you'll want to open the screws, and you'll see there's 2 plastic anchors in there also. Now, I'm going to show you that each one of these are different in sizes. Well, you take the smallest one and you line it up with these notches. And you take the smallest screw, put it in the back of the stand, and attach it to the solar panel. And you use a Phillips screwdriver and you just screw it on there. Now I'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit so I don't take up your time putting on the screw. Now you can see the solar panel is attached to the stand, and there is a knob on the back that you tighten down with your hand. You just hand tighten it, and we are 3/4 of the way assembled here. You're going to want to find a place to mount the solar panel. There will be 3 longer screws on the bottom here. I'll show you. There's one here, and there's one on the bottom left, and then the bottom right. Now the next item is a solar interaction wall lamp. Basically, it's a solar motion lamp that you can put anywhere that you want. A lot of people will put this on their driveway or even on a pole that's on their porch, and you can set it to be on all the time, and it's actually activated by motion. If it picks up something in front of it, it will activate, and it does come with instructions so you will know how to set it up. And it is a lot smaller than I thought it would be if you're looking on the Temu app. This thing is only about 3 inches by about 2 inches. There's not really a lot of information about it. I do know that the model number is 100 LED. Yeah, that's about it. There's not really a whole lot to this. But in the future, I will be testing these products here that I'm unboxing and tell you how they hold up. These 2 screw holes here is how you mount it to anywhere you like. And it's as easy as that. Next, we have a solar rechargeable light. Now, this item, the model number is YK-BLS-02. It is rated voltage of 5 volts, and it has a 1200 milliamp hour battery. This bulb claims that it can last 5 to 8 hours on bright, 8 to 13 hours on medium, and well over 13 hours on the dim setting. Now, this particular solar light is unique in a way that you can recharge this bulb through a micro USB a charger, as long as it's 5 volts or under. Now, as I take this out of the box, I see that the batteries, which are rechargeable batteries, right here's the micro USB port, but these are rechargeable batteries that come with this, and you're going to have to install them. There's going to be one on each side, and there's also 2 side plates. And no big deal, just make sure that you put the batteries in correct. The negative on the negative and the positive on the positive side. I'm going to go ahead and put them in. The bottom flat side, of course, is going to touch the spring. It's the same on each side, actually, on this. And then you just take the side pieces, and the bigger side goes downward, and it just pushes in until you hear a little click. And you repeat that process on the other side. And you can see that the hanger that you can hang the light anywhere you want is already attached to the light itself. Now, this light came pre-charged, so I'm checking out the light and how bright it is. And you can't tell on the video here, but I will be doing a future test. It is pretty bright. There are 3 modes. There's dim, or there's bright, medium, and dim. And of course, that 4th mode I didn't count is the flashing mode. Now, right here is the battery indicator, and it goes in increments of 25%. So it says 25, 50, 75, and 100. It'll tell you exactly how much the battery is charged or not charged. Now, you will see that there is a plastic film over the solar panel, and in order for the solar panel to charge correctly, you're going to have to remove that film. And that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, is just go ahead and take that off. It just pulls right off, no problem. And the solar panel's actually quite a bit smaller than I thought it would be. And it comes with about 10 feet of actual wire. And it does have a micro USB, a wire that comes straight from the solar panel. And then the connector is micro USB. And it's going to plug right in to the light, as you can see here. Now, later in the video, you're going to see that I bought extender cables. A lot of people don't think of this, but 10 feet is just not enough. So I bought extender cables for these. Also, do not forget to look at the instructions so you know what to expect out of this product and how to work it. Here's exactly what it looks like when it's together and it's all laid out. Not a bad little product here. And I'm going to be testing these out in a future video and tell you exactly how they work. Next, we have the solar induction wall lamp. The model number is PP-902T. And what this solar lamp is for, this one is kind of like an outside light, like you hang above maybe your garage, or you put it on a pole anywhere on your property and hang it up. It is waterproof. And it lights up an area. It is motion sensor and also infrared, and it comes with a remote control. Now take that plastic piece out of there so the battery can connect to the remote like I did with the last remote. In fact, do that with anything that comes with a remote. You will notice that it has that plastic piece so the battery doesn't run dead until a customer or consumer opens it up. This is the main light right here, and it is about 7.5 to 8 inches, I'm thinking. It's a little smaller than I thought, but it's doable. And you can see all of these LED lights inside, and you can see the sensors at the top. And I'm going to use this in a place on my property where there is no light, and it's going to be totally powered by solar power, and like I said, it is waterproof. Don't forget to peel that plastic off of the solar panel or it will not charge right. So I will show you that it comes with all of these accessories right here. You kind of want to read the instructions. It'll kind of give you an idea of how it is put together, but I'm going to go ahead and put it together here for you. There are 2 big screws and there's 2 different lengths. You put the smaller one in first, and you will see these rigid, almost gear looking sides. They're going to go together. It's going to go upward toward the top like I'm doing in the video. And you're going to put the smaller of the 2 screws in. But first you're going to put this nut that the bolt goes into. You put that nut on that side, and I'm just going to hold it in with my finger. And then I'm going to turn over the lamp. See, I show you the 2 sizes here, and you want to use the smaller one. See? And I'm just going to keep that nut from falling out, I'm going to put my finger over it, and then I'm going to put the bolt in, and then I'm just going to screw it down with a flathead screwdriver. No problem. I'm going to speed this up real quick. And then it is attached. And then the bottom stand, it can go in either way. You just want to get the ridges or the gears, whatever you want to call it, all lined up. and we're going to use the other screw, which is a little bit bigger. We're going to put that nut in again. You will see that there's a hex cutout, which is the shape of the nut, and it just goes in until it's flat. And then you hold it in with your finger. And this one here, or either one of these actually, you might not want to tighten them down all the way until you adjust your light. Like if you're setting it up above your garage, you might want to be able to move the base up or down, kind of like this, or maybe even the neck farther up and down. Once you adjust it to the way you want it, then you can just go ahead and tighten it all the way down, and then you're pretty much good to go. You'll be able to turn on this light with its remote and just set it to, there's 3 modes, and you'll see that in the instructions, and you can just set it to come on like motion if it detects motion, and that is what I'm going to do with mine. So when it detects somebody, it's going to come on for about 30 seconds, and then it's going to go off. You mount it with these last 2 screws, and that is it. You are ready to go. It adds safety to your property and lets you get more work done. So we're going to test this out, and I'm going to be telling you the quality of this in a future video, in an update. This is a pretty neat little item. Now the next item is, it's called a Hurry Bolt model HB-2678 multifunctional solar lamp. Now this has a 1500 milliamp hour battery. The input current you should have is 5 volts, 2 amps. Charging time, it takes 2 to 3 hours to charge, and depending on what you're charging or how long the light is on, it can last about 5 to 8 hours. It is, of course, micro USB. It is, it says it's waterproof, and it is 25 watts. Now it does have a white light and a yellow light. It has 2 off and on switches, and that's what I'm showing you here. Here's the white light. You turn it on, and I know you can't tell it because I have lights on in my room here, but it is pretty bright, and I will be testing it out in the future and showing you how it does in the dark. This is the yellow light, and I think that's kind of neat that it has that. Now you can also, and on the side of this, it has lights also. Now you can also charge things on the side from the USB port, like your phone, if you're out in the middle of nowhere or you break down in your car. Now moving on, I said that these solar lights only came with about 10 feet of cable. So if you're on Temu and you order these, you definitely want to get a longer cable. So don't let it slip your mind to look up a longer cable, and they will have different sizes you can choose, and they're pretty cheap actually. This one was, I believe, a 25 foot cable, and they will have different connectors, so you want to look at the connectors. So this will go to that first product that I unboxed, and this second one is a micro USB cable. It is 25 feet. This is the first time I've ever saw or seen a 25-foot micro USB cable, but it was like a little over $4. And this will give me enough distance so that I can, hook up or route the light however I want. And it will hook to the solar panel, and then I will run it, through the wall inside my house. Now here, I'm going to demonstrate how this hooks up. Here is the first light I have, and it just plugs in. It actually has two arrows, and they're pointed toward each other, and you just push it in all the way, and you put the cap over it. This is weatherproof while there's a screw on it, and it's a kind of like a rubberish plastic screw. There's the 25 feet of cable, and then the other end plugs into the light. So with the extra cable and the 10 feet that's already on the light, you get about 35 feet. And I figured that was enough for me to work with, but you can buy as many cables as you want to your liking. But I just wanted you to be aware that these cables are available right on Temu also, and you'll want to get them because you want to have enough cable to route your lights. This is where I'm going to show you the second light here with the micro USB cable. You can see that it's going to connect in from the solar panel, and the other end, I'm just going to pull this rubber gasket down and plug it right into the light. Also, something I want to mention before the end of the video is that you do want to put these solar panels in a place where you do get sunlight, and it will take, they say on average 5 to 8 hours to charge with solar, depending on the weather outside too, but 5 to 8 hours of time to charge the first time. So have a little bit of patience, a little ingenuity in setting these up and installing them. Now the next item that I'm going to show you is a solar headlamp. You see, I like to go exploring in caves, or maybe I have to go under the house to make a repair to the plumbing. There's just a lot of situations you might need a light, and you're going to need your arms to work with, so you can just strap it to your head. So this is a head strap rechargeable headlamp, and you charge them by a micro USB cord, and which it comes with. And you can see these are waterproof also. This has these little rubber kind of gaskets that go over it to keep the water out of the electronics on the inside. And this is me turning on the light. You really can't tell how bright it is, but it's pretty bright. I mean, pretty bright it'll get the job done. And here's the strap that it comes with. It's pretty easy just to mount it on the back of the plastic that it's supposed to go on. This is what it looks like once you've got the strap on. You can see that it just is supposed to fit and stretch over your head. Now I did order another one, a different one, and that is the FT26. This is a little bit different because I wanted to test out two different kinds. And it has a micro USB charger. And here it is beside the other one. Now this one has 7 LEDs. The other one I believe has 5. So I'm going to actually test to see which one is brighter, which one works better, which one the battery lasts longer. I'm going to be doing that in the future video. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. I will be doing an updated video soon showing you the results of how these products work, if they're good, if they're bad, what I thought of them. Until next time, I will see you later.